Hello, guys. Today is Monday. We do our weekly live at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So let me just check my messages here to see who is live on Facebook. And oh, nice. Okay. There you go. There you go. Okay. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. Today is Monday, and we do our weekly live program inside the dating and relationship advice show. So thank you for those that have joined me, and let me know where you are joining me from. I am joining you here from my home office here in the Okanagan Falls in British Columbia, beautiful British Columbia. How are you doing? How was your weekend? Today we are talking about vulnerability. Why is it so important? I realized that when I did the masterclass, this is one of the things that I noticed that we women, we struggle with vulnerability, especially when you have been out of the dating scene or when you have been heartbroken, you have been widowed, you have been divorced, and you have gone through a rough life. It's really hard for people to be vulnerable. You have also been cheated on, or somebody has belittled you, or somebody has used the information that you shared with them. And you think, oh my goodness, I will never ever be able to share my information or my life with somebody. This is when you struggle to share your life with. But today, let me take you through this journey to let you know why vulnerability is so important and why men crave for women to be vulnerable and how you can be vulnerable. For those that don't know me, my name is Rosemary Mpambwa. I am a relationship coach. I help women find love again. So I will help you to go through what happened to you in the past, why you are still so scared to move on with your life. I will help you to prune all the baggage that you don't need to take into your next life. Because this is one of the biggest things that I struggled with after I was single for almost 2 decades. I didn't know how to let go of my past so that I could move forward. So, this is what I specialize in. I will help you to go through your past to see what are the things that um, are still blocking you from moving on with your life. What are the struggles that you are still facing? I've been fortunate enough to have my work publicized in my major publications like CBC, Fox, NBC, USA Today, and also uh, USA Today. Sorry, I said that. Anyway, I'm a publisher. I've published 3 books. My first book is this one, Exhume or Heal, a widow's memoir, Getting a Groove Back. This is on Amazon and it's also on my website. My website is roseslifecoaching.com. So when you go there, there is a lot of programs that are there for sale and ebooks that can also help you, not just with your dating life, but uh, ebooks that will help you with your own personal life before you even start thinking of dating. Because most of the women always think they can jump from one relationship to the other, but you have to take time to build yourself, to recreate your foundation. So, the biggest question that we are talking about today is, why do men crave vulnerability? It's because most of the men are dealing with a lot of masculinity in place. They are dealing with other dudes all day at work. So when they leave work, they want to feel that softness, that nurturing that we women are created for. Most of the times, women, we waste our times being thinkers in the relationships. That's a huge mistake because the men are the ones that are created to think, because men waste a lot of time processing and thinking things over. For us women, we are created to be feelers. we are supposed to feel things, right? Using your gut feeling, using your intuition. In a relationship, when you overthink things before you feel stuff, you are going to overreact most of the times, because our brains, they move faster than our feelings. If you have noticed, you will think, oh my goodness, I need to do this. And then before you know it, you are responding to impulsive decisions. And then you realize that, oh my goodness, I overreacted. I should have slowed down and, go into your heart. Because we women, we are supposed to use our hearts more than anything, because your heart is where all your feelings are, but your brain is where all the thinking goes on. So we need to focus on how we feel, not how we think, right? So how do you become vulnerable? How do you become vulnerable? Right. Um, Let me give you one good example. If I'm sure all of us have seen how babies or kids behave. Babies are the good example, the best example for being vulnerable. Babies trust you, the parent, or the older person, because they know that if you throw them in the air, most of the times they are not going to be scared or to scream where they are going to land. They are not going to think where they are going to land, because they trust you, that because you've thrown me in the air, you're obviously going to catch me. So when you throw them in the air, they start smiling. They start smiling at you. When they feel sad, they cry. When they feel happy, they smile. And when they experience pain, they will cringe or they will gasp or they will whimper, meaning that they will show their emotions. When they are afraid, they will seek comfort and safety from somewhere. And babies haven't learned to hide themselves. They put themselves in a place where everybody can see them. But our brains, as we grow, they get more sophisticated, and we experience losses and disappointments in life. And as we grow, because your brain is there to protect you, it's going to tell you that you need to protect yourself. But when you overprotect yourself, this is when you end up closing yourself away from other people. You isolate yourself, and then you end up being lonely because you don't know how to let other people into your life. And when you do this, you also rob yourself of intimacy, connection, community, and people who love to be around you. Because when you stop opening up yourself to other people, when you stop sharing with other people, people are going to leave you, because they will think, oh my goodness, she's so closed up with herself, she doesn't even let other people in. I'm sure you've heard this from people that, wow, she's so closed up. She never lets anybody into your life. It means that there is something wrong. There is an energy that you are giving, or is the way you are communicating with people that you don't trust anybody around you. And so that way you are not letting people in. So, for example, how can you be vulnerable? Let me give you some example. You let somebody know something uh, that they said, it hurts you. For example, letting someone know that something they said or did hurt you. There are a lot of people that are hurt by other people by the way they say or whatever they do, but you don't have the courage to tell those people, like, you know what you said really hurt me. It made me feel very small. Acknowledging when you have made a mistake and also apologize for it. That's also another way of showing that you are vulnerable. Some people, they never acknowledge that they've made a mistake. They never admit that they are wrong. So that's another example of showing that you are vulnerable. Directly telling somebody that you think they are cool and interested and getting to know them better. If it's a guy, you are on a date, you tell the guy like, you are a very interesting guy. You know what? I would love to get to know more of you. Most of the women, they don't get to that point. And when guys don't hear you saying that you are really interested in searching this relationship further, what they do is they leave, or they never call you for a second date. Asking for feedback. For example, if you are going out and then you ask even your co-workers at work, hey ladies, I'm going out on a date today. Tell me, is this outfit okay? How do you, what areas do you think I should improve? Right? That's a person who is vulnerable. You are a person who is open to suggestion. And opening up to somebody about your past experiences. When you go out with these guys, they also want to know what happened to you in the past. But the trick is here is, don't share too much information, right? Too much information. Don't share too much information to a point where you overwhelm the other guy. You have to share just enough for him to know who you are, what you have gone through, and what you are experiencing, and what you are looking for. Another way of showing that you are vulnerable is asking for help. When you are stuck in something, ask for help. A lot of women, either they are too proud, or they are too shy, or they just feel like, when they ask for help, they are being needy, so they won't ask for help. Ask for help. Asking for help is a good way to show that you are vulnerable and you are open to let people in. And even telling a friend, trusted friends, that you know what, the relationship that I have been in, it didn't end very well. It has been very rocky, and I'm just looking for, some advice on how I can improve on my next relationship. Also, another way you can show that you are vulnerable is also even letting them know that, you know what, uh, I feel very insecure around new people. For example, your date takes you out on a day on the beach, and you think you are too fat or too big to wear your swimsuit without a cover up, right? You can tell him that, you know what, I'm really not comfortable to show off my body, because yeah, I feel I am too big, and yeah, I haven't gotten to a point where I can walk around like this. So you know what, just give me time to get used to it. Once you say that, that guy is going to see the vulnerability in you, and who knows, he might even encourage you to walk around with the cover, and then encourage you to take it off. And he might even tell you, you know what, you look beautiful as you are. You look okay to me. I don't even see why you should cover up yourself like that. And another way also of showing that you are vulnerable is setting boundaries with people. That's a major one. Setting boundaries with people around you. That, you know what, I don't like it when you say this to me. I don't like it when people talk to me like that. That is setting boundaries. So that's all I had for you today. Thank you so much for joining. And I can see my regulars are in there watching. Thank you, ladies. Thank you, ladies, for watching. I will talk to you again next week when we have another topic. And if you think you have a topic or a subject that you want us to talk about, please feel free to send a direct message to me, and I'll be able to talk about it. Thank you so much. Bye-bye for now. Take care of yourself. And remember to build and create healthy relationships. Thank you. Bye-bye.